Hello and welcome to the Today's Money Masters. I'm Jean-Paul Manu. The Today's Money Masters competition comprises 3 professional investors and a novice, each provided with $500,000 to invest. The participants will invest in stocks, bonds, and collective investment schemes, and they will share their strategies over a 1-year period. At the end of that period, the top portfolio manager will be declared. So let's continue with the masters on this very exciting journey. But first, a word from our sponsors.
Have you ever been interested in an IPO but didn't have the time to go in branch and submit all the documents? We've got a solution for that. With NCB Capital Markets Go IPO portal, you can submit and track your IPO application from any of your favorite devices. No need to go in branch. No need to contact a wealth advisor. No extra fees. And it's accessible to both NCB and non-NCB clients for all our offers. So no excuses. Investing is easier with Go IPO. Visit www.goipo.jncb.com or text Go IPO to 876-383-1729 and start investing today.
Welcome back. On today's program, we are joined by Richard Longmore, our novice in the competition from the Jamaica Racing Commission. Richard, Supreme Ventures announced recently that they had purchased Champion Gaming Limited. How do you see the acquisition by Supreme Ventures contributing to their bottom line?
Okay, well, in my last interview with you, I did highlight some moves that Supreme Ventures was making, and this was one of their key moves, wherein for 2019, they basically spent the time acquiring new assets and launching out both the Guyana market and trying to create a greater coverage.
Right, I remember you mentioned that.
Correct.
Sure.
Now, the bookmaking sector, they are responsible for a large percentage of the marketplace in terms of sales, in terms of points of location.
Okay.
The largest bookmaker, the one that accounts for the most sale, being post-to-post Champion.
Okay.
That's $3.3 billion in sales.
Wow.
This, with the other bookmakers in the market, this was some 60 to 70% the market leader. So what Supreme Ventures has done, they have gone out, saw who their main competitor was, and actually taken over.
Gobble them up.
Right.
Okay.
Now, look at it this way. They're not starting a new business and grow it out. They're looking at $3.3 billion existing sales,
Already, right.
and they're going to take that from a competitor and put it on our bottom line. So you speak to bottom line, you picture 3.3 billion additional sales that is already proven. It's already there.
Right, established.
Exactly. So I think it's clear that the revenue stream of Supreme Ventures will immediately increase. In the last 9 months, quarter ending September, we have seen where sports betting accounted for 463 million of the 28 billion in revenues for SVL. And they have already started to factor in some of that sales. An important point I'd like to also note was the sports betting arm represented the 3rd highest profit earner for the lotteries and games sector for them. Okay. So this is an important part of their business model, what they're getting.
So this is a huge investment on their part, and it's just going to...
It's the ripple effect is going to come. Yeah. I invested heavily stock-wise for the competition with Supreme Ventures at some 20 to 25% of my portfolio. I have not realized the returns as yet. Okay. And that happens wherein they're in the build-out stage. So I'm expecting that going into this year, January where we are now, and going into the other quarters, we're going to start seeing the fruits of Supreme Ventures labor. Okay. And in particular, that ties in back. It's correlated with the heavy investment that they did with acquiring this new bookmaker.
So you've had your eye on them really from the beginning?
From the beginning,
and
definitely.
You've been right. I mean, the acquisition so far looking good.
It has closed officially December to January. They have informed the public that everything has been finalized. So now it's just to hit the ground running. They have been so strategic and timely in their plans that some 3 months ago, they actually restructured their management team, wherein they put key leaders in charge of different arms of the business.
Okay.
And
Smart.
Exactly. Yeah. And that is all geared towards the growth that they're planning for 2020 and beyond.
Good. So you're feeling good about it?
Confident. It will always be in my portfolio.
All right.
Yeah.
More with Richard Longmore after this break.
Have you ever been interested in an IPO but didn't have the time to go in branch and submit all the documents? We've got a solution for that. With NCB Capital Markets Go IPO portal, you can submit and track your IPO application from any of your favorite devices. No need to go in branch. No need to contact a wealth advisor. No extra fees. And it's accessible to both NCB and non-NCB clients for all our offers. So no excuses. Investing is easier with Go IPO. Visit www.goipo.jncb.com or text GoIPO to 876-383-1729 and start investing today.
The Money Masters Funds. It's all about real growth, safety and security of your assets. The Growth Fund gives higher returns for the investor more focused on growth. Money Masters Funds, providing growth and security, performance and financial peace of mind.
We are CUFMC, Credit Union Fund Management Company. Trust matters, and you can believe in our reliability.
Service.
We give impeccable attention to your needs.
Experience.
Careful and prudent are part of our DNA.
Know-how.
After 70 years working exclusively for credit unions, now we're open to all investors. CUFMC, Credit Union Fund Management Company.
How we choose to invest our time today often has a propelling effect for what we gain tomorrow. It's like investing in shares.
Mommy, is this a share?
Yes. You know, she's right. It's similar to how shares work. Companies are publicly listed on the Jamaica stock market. These companies are divided into pieces, and these pieces are what are called shares. The owners of these shares are called shareholders.
Thank you again, Richard. Always nice to see you. Appreciate it.
Great.
Appreciate you stopping by. And we'll chat with you in a couple more weeks. That was Richard Longmore giving us his financial thoughts. He's from the Jamaica Racing Commission, now a novice in the competition.
Great.
And join us next week, same time, for another exciting episode of the Masters competition, as we'll meet with another participant. Follow the pros and Richard Longmore each week on the Masters competition. Subscribe to the Today's Money YouTube channel and keep up with all of our content. Listen and analyze the strategies with the Masters on RJR 94 FM Thursdays at 8:45 a.m. as they challenge each other to stay ahead. Also look out for their portfolios in the Sunday Gleaner. The Masters competition is a product of Today's Money Limited, brought to you in partnership with NCB Capital Markets Limited, Money Masters Limited, Credit Union Fund Management Company Limited, and the Jamaica Stock Exchange. I'm Jean-Paul Manu. The Masters is another fine product from Today's Money Limited.